Finally, the Greg and Mike collab.
Next up, Greg Doucette. Who's challenging Greg?
I'll take the shot at the 10.
Whoa!
He loved that.
He slapped him in the face!
Coach Greg, in today's video, it's Coach Greg and Mike Israetel, a collab. And not only us, we also have Ian Valere, Jared Feather, and Jesse James West testing our might against the Miami-Dade. And what many of you may not realize is this was a month before myself and Mike Israetel had squashed the beef. And so, trust me, this video was not easy. But we put our differences aside for the good of the people. Jesse James trying to raise money for charity. And so I flew down from Canada with my deep dark tan to collab with Mike Israetel and others, none of which had a proper tan, to see if we could come out on top.
These are the world's strongest fitness influencers, and they are the strongest police officers of Miami-Dade. Rep for rep, 315-pound deadlifts.
And so obviously we were gonna win. And so it didn't matter who we put up, all of us were clearly gonna out deadlift the Miami-Dade. And so Ian Valere wins this one. He could have gone on for hours. It wasn't even close.
We've got the obstacle course race. It's gonna be myself versus Randy. First person to complete the obstacle course in 6 minutes or less wins the race. I'm gonna have a little bit of a head start to keep it fair.
And so when they said Jesse James was gonna get a head start, I thought, what are they talking about? Jesse James was a Division I lacrosse player. He's in his early 20s, bro is in shape. How could he need a head start? And behind the scenes, what you don't know is Jesse James had a considerable lead. Bro looked like Forrest Gump running faster than last time. I couldn't believe it. And I was thinking, it's his show to lose, and of which, well, he kind of did. He went too fast from the start, burned out, and allowed his opponent to defeat him. Eric shouting, "We're drug testing you after this," killed me. People just assume police officers, firefighters, military are all natural, but they're some of the biggest gearheads I know. And so let it be known, this guy is not wrong. You're all perhaps thinking, oh, people who are respectable members of the community, doctors, lawyers, police officers, they would never use or abuse performance-enhancing drugs. What's wrong with you? Not only would they abuse performance-enhancing drugs, but recreational drugs as well. Just because you have a certain position, a career, doesn't mean you're not susceptible to the same temptations as everyone else. Finally, the Greg and Mike collab.
Next event, Jiu-Jitsu. We're gonna do a lightweight division, a medium weight division, and a heavyweight division. Facing off in each of these weight classes will be myself as the lightweight, Greg Doucette as our medium weight.
And so next up is a Jiu-Jitsu wrestling match. Now, I'm in the middleweight division. At the time, I weighed 189 pounds. Jesse, 184. He's going in the lightweight. And so let me be clear. I have no idea how to wrestle. I haven't wrestled a single day in my life. And so I'm thinking, do I really want to do this? Why couldn't I be doing the deadlifts or perhaps running the obstacle course? Y'all know Coach Greg is racing bikes. I can run through an obstacle course for days. But hey, being a good sport, I'm going to wrestle harder than last time.
Next up, Greg Doucette. Who's challenging Greg?
I'll take the shot at the 10.
Whoa!
He loved that.
And so Mike Israetel, remember this is before we squashed the beef, he wanted to wrestle against Coach Greg. I mean, how could he not? Do y'all not see the glistening tan? And so of course he wants to get his hands on me. He wants a hand at the title. Everybody does. You gotta stand in line.
Jiu-Jitsu harder than last time! Greg, are you breathing?
What can I do? I need some turf.
And so of course, laying on my back, being dominated by this guy, I'm thinking, I need some more testosterone. I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do?
How is Greg doing right now?
I mean, for a person that has no athleticism, he's doing great.
And so apparently for having no athletic ability whatsoever, I'm doing great. Now guys, I in fact was a physical education teacher. I taught many sports in my past, but this unfortunately was not one of them. I kept hearing in the background, grab his legs. All I could think of was show the legs.
Show the legs, bro.
Show the legs. I'll leave these pants off.
Show the legs.
But unfortunately, bro actually was a wrestler. He'd been doing this for years, and so I had no chance. And so I'm thinking, where's Giorgio when you need him? As you know, HDLT sponsored athlete Giorgio, he offers $1,000 to anyone who can take him down. This is who I needed on my team to tag in to get me off the hook.
Slapped him in the face!
Oh! Oh!
Oh no! No, no!
And so bro slams me, grabs my arm, gets me in an arm bar. Jesse's panicking. He's thinking, hey, watch the lawsuits. And so he got me good. I was able to tap out in time, never had any damage to my shoulder, arm, and so on. But bro, this can be dangerous. And I've coached many athletes who do jiu-jitsu training and so on, and a lot of them get injured. This is a very dangerous activity. And so if you do it, please do so at your own risk. Jesse just can't believe it. Remember, after this, people came up to me, are you sure you're okay? Is your arm okay? Are you injured? Bro really got me.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
So this was the most tiring thing I've done in a long time. My entire upper body, very, very exhausted. Now, thankfully, my legs from biking harder than last time, it wasn't all that hard. But the upper body, oh my goodness, I was sore for days.
Little do they know, Dr. Mike Israetel is an actual black belt. At least, that's what he said he was. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Mike, you said you were a black belt.
And so, unfortunately, this match wasn't as competitive as we'd wanted. Mike Israetel did not want to push himself against the Miami-Dade, and so rather than fighting to the best of his ability, he basically let the guy win.
3 minutes left, 3 minutes on the timer. Come on, Mike. No!
And so, unfortunately, we lost this event yet again, and so we're now down 2-1. But isn't the title Who's Strong?
What the fuck?
In the first event, the deadlift, that had a lot to do with strength. In the second event, it was running. It wasn't who's fitter, it wasn't who has better cardio, it's who's stronger. And so how does not running an obstacle course as fast as your opponent or not being able to wrestle as well, how does that have anything to do with strength? What's the next event? Are we gonna swim a mile in 22 minutes like Eddie Hall? And so imagine they put the world's strongest men together, the entirety of the world's strongest men, Mitchell Hooper, Eddie Hall, Thor, and they put them in these events. How do you think they would have been doing? They would have lost the wrestling, they would have lost the running event, and won the deadlift. And so, what does this have to do with strength?
Next event, 225-pound bench press for reps. Whoever gets the most reps wins. The second you put the weight back, or if you fail, you're done. You're gonna go for your team. We're gonna send up Jared.
And so in the next event, the bench press, who do you think's gonna win? Jared Feather is an elite level powerlifter. He can bench press over 500 pounds. Of course he's going to win. Any of us could have won.
18. 19 full lockouts. Again. Come on,
Don't touch it! Let him die! Let him die!
And so 21 reps, very impressive with 2 plates. Very impressive. But it's no match for a guy like Jared Feather who could perhaps do more than double if he really wanted.
2, 1, go! Come on, Eric, dig! 270 pounds, dig! What are you doing, driver?
And so as I watched this, I literally was thinking, is this planned? Was this staged? Is it planned so that we lose? Because the driver literally drove the truck into the grass. Now, as you know, there's a lot more friction in grass. It's going to sink into the ground, much more difficult to pull. And so Eric was tiring himself out, couldn't pull it any longer. Thankfully, they reset and let him go at it again. Now remember, Eric Janicki was only a few weeks out from competition, getting closer to 6% body fat. Bro was 260 pounds.
Go! Drive! 270! Drive! You got this, Eric. You got this. Low and drive the entire time. Low and drive. Come on! Dig!
And so within a few seconds, it was obvious that Eric was going to win, as if it wasn't from even the start. Eric is a mountain of muscle. He's used to doing this, doing sets of sometimes 3 and 4 minutes on the leg press.
What the fuck?
And so his monstrous thighs, his muscles, quickly allowed him to run with it. We all know Mike was going easy on that officer. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Ronnie Coleman not being in this video is criminal. Greg and Mike Israetel in the same video, damn. And so one of the comments says, roids versus heroes. That should be name of the video. And so we have 5 people on my team. Jesse James, 100% natural. Myself, only on HRT. Can't speak for the rest of them, but do you all really actually think that all of the opposition were 100% natural? You're living in La La Land, in Bizarro World.
What the
where you think that just because somebody has a uniform on, that they're perfect, that they've never sinned, never done anything wrong. And so I just want to make a point that I'm certain that I was on less hormones than several of the people in the competition. And so rather than judging people because they have an amazing physique, perhaps they have more muscle than you, a better tan, they're taller than you, start thinking, you know what, maybe they worked hard for it. And maybe that person over there that doesn't have as much muscle, that perhaps isn't as genetically blessed, perhaps they're on steroids. Why do you care? Why do you keep comparing yourself to other people? Greg got some memories back. Absolutely, no doubt. This is very reminiscent to about 13 years ago when 5 police officers came running through my doors. That slam again, Greg, was personal, and that armbar, for sure, that cop was mad. I don't think so, probably just trying to win. Remember, we'd been wrestling for almost 5 minutes, and so if you watch the entirety of this, very, very exhausting. Mike and Greg, bring them back for sure. They the GOATs. Greg and his editor now going to troll harder than last time. No way they got Mike and Greg on the same side. Avengers level threat. Respect for Greg getting down there. Ha ha. Exactly down where did I go? Hopefully I didn't get pink eye. Ian, Valere, Eric, Dr. Mike, Greg, Jarrett, Jesse, all in one video. This is epic. This entire video is hilarious. Dr. Mike saying Greg absolutely no athleticism is really funny, seeing as Dr. Mike has yet to succeed in a single sport. Bro was about to break Greg's arm. That's the people you don't want to mess with. Can't begin to believe how much editing this took to satisfy Dr. Mike and Greg, since at the time they hadn't squashed the beef yet. And so what you perhaps don't know is we were on set for perhaps 8 hours. Multiple takes. Some of my favorite takes didn't actually make the cut. When Jesse James looked at his opponent and said, "We're going to eat you for breakfast." And the opposition state, "We don't even eat breakfast." How did you cut that out, editors? What can I do? I need some Turk while getting choked. And speaking of Turk, you guys know who has authentic Turk from Uzbekistan. T-Blog got you covered. We've proven that it's real. We have a money-back guarantee, and it's selling out faster than last time. And so if it's ever in stock, get there, click to get notified. We have over 15,000 people on the wait list. And so if you want to get it, click right now. Perhaps it's in store, perhaps it's not, but if it's not, click to get notified. As soon as it's in stock, you will be notified and you can buy it within hours. Code Greg, 15% off. And don't forget, I now offer greatly reduced prices for coaching. I've opened it up. Myself and my team, we're coaching harder than last time. Your diet, training, blood work, recommendations, check-ins, everything. Get to the website, click the link in the description, and apply faster than last time. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops right there. And if you have no money, get the free diet and training program. It's on the website. Don't forget, code Greg, 15% off on the cookbooks, the clothing line, supplements, everything. And until next time, I am out.